Chuki.
Hi,
No, I didn't know
we were talking to a kitty cat. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Yeah, at least the sun is out.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
You know, it's been raining, which we need, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a blustery couple of days.
Yeah.
I love that necklace, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
It's so cute, you guys. It looks like little Christmas lights. You
Yeah.
gotta show them. They're like all these different little colors, like a little Christmas tree lights. It's so cute. Whoops. All right. So Vera, what do we have coming up? What's next week?
Oh, Mother Asna's feast day. That's Mother God's feast day, and that's the day that we honor her.
Yes. Aloha, Roxanne.
Hi, Roxanne. Hi,
Alex. Yes, so we honor her. It's really cool, you guys, because even on the other side, we have great days of celebration.
Sorry, I keep laughing because my chair is creaky.
Oh. I can't do it now.
No, you're not as heavy as I am.
On command. It's not working on command.
Hi, Tippy.
But, hi, Tiffany.
And Victoria. Jingle,
Hello,
jingle,
Victoria.
that's right.
Hi,
Sammy. I hope
in unison.
I hope your birdie's okay.
What's wrong with the
bird? Her little
bird?
birdie Sharin is not feeling good.
What kind of bird?
Sammy, what kind of bird is Sharin?
Blessings to Sharin.
Yeah.
Every
There we
once
go.
in a while.
We're live.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
One moment. It gets stuck sometimes. So it's, there we go. No, we're stuck.
What?
Oh well.
Are we stuck again?
No, we're unstuck.
Oh.
Sorry guys. Technical
Somebody was
difficulties
calling,
in the studio. Okay. So yes, so blessings to her little cockatiel. And so yes, we have days of celebration on the other side, and one of them is to celebrate Mother God Asna. So it's called Asna's Feast Day. So next week we're going to talk about her,
Right.
to celebrate her. And also to celebrate that, we have a special art sale on all of her arts and her prints and canvases. And right now we have 3 goddesses. So all the goddess art that we have is supposed to be a interpretation of Mother God Asna. So we have 3 goddess prints right now, and it's 45% off. You just enter the code. It's on our homepage of our website. I think it's Love Asna. If you go to our homepage at soulsenlightenment.com, you can find it there.
Right.
So it's a big sale.
Okay, Alex Celeste. She knows what I mean.
Okay, perfect. What else? Do we have anything else?
Hi, Opinions, Facts, and Logic.
Anything else?
I like that.
Oh yes. Hello.
Just another reminder, if you go to our website and you select services, there is a fee, just so you know.
Yeah.
If you want to ask questions on YouTube and hope that we'll get an answer to you, then put it on YouTube, not on our website.
Yeah. And
some people get confused, and then when I send an invoice, well, I don't, but
right.
Yeah, then it's like, well, why am I being asked to pay?
Yeah. Our Pam sends it.
That's right.
I was going to say our office manager, but our Pam.
Yeah.
Our friend Pam.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Deborah.
Oh, we're on TV. You know how you can have the app on TV? Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. It's very cool till you see it on a 65-inch TV. Then it's not so cool for us.
Yeah, right. But we appreciate everyone coming to
It's
share.
just that you get every
Share time
HD
together.
wrinkle. What are you looking at?
Are you a kitty cat? No, I'm not feeling him. I thought he was on my chair again. Maybe it's Angus back here.
That's what I knew you were going to say.
Yeah.
It's true, though.
Okay. Oh, after Vera talked about Bitcoin being unstable, I read an article about Mayweather getting fined for trying to defraud potential investors in Bitcoin. Oh, that's interesting.
In fact, we were going to talk about that really quick, but thank you for bringing it up.
Oh, you know what else was interesting too? We had somebody that was talking on YouTube about it came out about Natalie Wood. They had to put a comment, and it was validating what you had said about her death.
Yeah, but what we were going to say.
But about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we'll go ahead with this. Our what is it called? Advertisement segment.
Okay.
I guess you could say. I don't know what I want to say.
I think that was it. Just the sale that we have on our goddess art.
And we do have our next class or retreat.
Oh, yes.
For April.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the big announcement is that it is on healing and
The other side.
journey to the other side. So that's our mini retreat coming up in April. I'm super excited about it.
Yep, that was it, Deborah. That's one that I believe Sammy's talking about, the Khalid and Mayweather. They were into the Bitcoin and they were scamming people.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying to
That's
Austin
right.
that it's so right now that there's so many ways that people get scammed that it's not good right now. But get this, when Khalid and Mayweather got fined and they had to pay all of the people back that they scammed, stocks went up.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. It's like, what? So it's deceiving because it will go up, but then I'm telling you, it's going to take a dive because there's too much variables where people can get scammed. That it's not right now. It's not something.
It's not time
until
yet.
until it's figured out. You know,
get all that
in more detail.
Yeah.
But right now, yeah, it's not a good thing, and people like, you know, those guys are taking advantage of people, and I'm like, why? They both have money.
Exactly.
Why? You need more? And, you know, it's just amazing. And to me also, they were only fined like $200,000. That's like nothing to them.
That's nothing, yeah, to them.
But then they did have to pay everybody back, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, that is wild.
Thanks for reminding me, Sammy. That was good.
Yeah. Okay. Was there anything else, Vera, that we had for our business?
I believe that too, Roxanne.
Oh, that would be amazing, Tiffany. Yeah. It was wonderful having everybody here together.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to
for our mini retreat.
Our light's going to shift the White House. Our light.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to, yes, that's coming. Hi, KM.
Oh, I hope so, too.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm telling you, I know Trump is scared right now.
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
How many times does somebody have to say they didn't have anything to do with that?
Collusion. No collusion. No collusion.
Exactly.
And please, Trump people, go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we get a lot of, we'll get some negativity directed. It's like, if you don't like it, it's okay. Go somewhere else.
Paragraphs and paragraphs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not going to change our minds.
Right.
So
hi,
go
Mary.
to somewhere where it's, hi, Mary. That you can enjoy talking to people about how much you guys love Trump. That's
great. Go to where the like-minded folks are.
Yeah.
That's why we have a great soul tribe, is we're like-minded.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to jump into our subject.
Okay.
All right, and I'm just going to say it. Why do we chart such challenging experiences?
Yeah, because I'm sure you always get that question too. Why do we chart what we chart? Mm-hmm. Oh, Jose!
Hi,
Jose.
Nadine. Hi, Nadine.
Nadine was in our class too.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So I saw an article last night on Bryant Gumbel.
Okay.
And they were talking to a guy. Let's see if I can remember. His name is Chris Santa Crouchy or something like that. I put it phonetically and I still can't do it. But he was a daredevil. He was a adrenaline junkie. And that's all he did. He would go all over the place and people would pay him to do the most scariest things that you can think of, and he would do it or try to do it. And I can't remember how or what caused his accident, but I believe he was slammed into a mountain. So he must have been paragliding.
Like paragliding.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. He was paragliding and he got slammed into the mountain and broke his back. Yeah.
Oh,
so when he was at the hospital, they told him, don't even think about getting out of this wheelchair. You know, your back is broken. So he said this is what he would do while he was in the hospital. He always knew that he was going to walk again. And he said that he would visualize how it felt to walk because he's walked before, so he knows.
Awesome.
He would picture himself walking, how it felt to have the ground under his feet. I mean, minutely, really visualizing, because he had all the time, right, being in the hospital. And it showed little segments of when he was in rehab and how he was trying to get up into his chair, because they were trying to get him to use his upper body muscles to get him in and out of the chair so he can at least have some kind of quality of life that, you know, that he can do things for
Right,
himself
right.
and instead of having people that have to do it all the time. So he decided when he walked again, he didn't say if, he said when he walked again, he was going to do something to help people. Okay, so what he does now
Wow.
is he started a nonprofit, and he has quadriplegic, paraplegics, you know, whatever, even people just in wheelchairs that want to go paragliding.
Oh my gosh!
So
Are
they
you
could
serious?
have, so, you know, sometimes the people have use of their arms, so they can do it themselves.
That
They can.
is so cool.
Yeah, and he has a little thing in his ear, in their ear, that he's telling them, okay, use your right hand, pull it up higher, you know, to tell them how to do it. And when he talks, he is so passionate about what he's doing and how much he loves it and how he could see the joy on their faces whenever they come back or whenever they're taking off, you know. And sometimes when it's where the customer can't do anything, he goes with them so that they can feel that gliding and that freedom, that wind in your face kind of thing.
You know, and that's what's so cool, you guys, is that's one of the reasons. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot to say about this, but I would imagine that that's one of the reasons he charted to experience that. Is like, how would he know how it felt to not have the ability to walk or do that?
So they know that. They know he knows what it feels like.
Yes, and it's just a whole nother level of being able to identify with what they're going through.
Because he knows that he talks their language. He knows.
Exactly.
And so the joy, you should see, they showed videos of the different customers doing their paragliding, and when he would take them as well. It's just, this one guy was doing an interview, and they were asking him what they felt about Chris Santa. Well, they call him Santa. They don't call him Chris, because he brings so much, you know, joy to them. And this one guy even broke down crying, saying that he changed his life. He thought, he goes, I thought I would never be able to do anything. And this guy also had an accident paragliding.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So he probably.
So this was on Bryant Gumbel last night. So if you want to catch later.
So that gentleman probably really loves paragliding. So when he got the chance to do it again, it must have been
he thought he would never be able to do it. You know, and he said that he gave me my life back. And he was just going, and he kind of, you know, started breaking up. He goes, I love him.
Oh, wow.
So, and you could tell the guy is not doing it to get pats on the back. You could see the pure joy on his face whenever he's helping the guys. I didn't see any women doing it, but it was mostly men.
Wow.
That they showed anyway. I'm sure there are women, but yeah. So that's why we go through what we go through. We chart a challenge so that we can get to point B the way we were supposed to. You know, that would make it really effective and emotionally invested. You know, because he knew, like you said, what it felt like.
Right.
So that's why we chart it, so that we could do something on the other side that enriches our soul.
Right, right.
Some don't, some do. It just depends on, you know, what your soul wants to experience at the time. But I thought that guy was amazing.
That is, and you know, this is just leading right into the next part of it, because I have this amazing example that I'd love to share. I like what Roxanne said too. To experience joy is the gift he is giving. Okay, I wanted to say this goes right into the next half of what we wanted to talk about today, which was cell memory and why we bring cell memory in. But I just wanted to say that I have an example, because my mom, hi Mom, I know she's watching.
Mom.
And
Mary.
So my mom, Mary, she had a situation where, because my father was so abusive with her physically, she was having a surgery where they cut into her bladder, and the doctors told her she was going to always forever have to wear a catheter. She was only like 31 or something. She was really young to have this happen, right? But she said that she used to visualize, even though the doctors told her that, she would always visualize herself running and stuff like that. Running.
Visualization, I'm telling you.
Yeah, down a hill and stuff like that, I think is what she said. And so no matter what they said, she visualized it not happening. I mean, she visualized it rewriting it, what she was going to do with her body and her future. And so she was able to heal herself. And the reason I brought up the part of with my father was that in other lifetimes, he actually killed her in that way. But in this lifetime...
In what way?
In what way? Okay, I'll just say it. So abusive in a sexual way.
Oh, got it, okay.
That this
ruptured, whatever.
Yeah, ruptured on the inside of her body.
Got it.
That's where the surgery came in. Okay. And so another lifetime, that killed her. But in this lifetime, she overcame it.
Got it.
And she didn't have to wear a catheter.
Mary, you are amazing, I have to say.
I know.
And it's not just because I love you and I know you and all that. But what Mary has gone through, and I'm not going to go into detail, and then for her to still have that, such a loving demeanor.
I know.
I mean, look she raised you. You could have gone your dad's way.
Right,
you know, but you had your mom there to give you that role model of what it's like to be good.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Exactly.
That darkness did not dim her light. It's just so awesome. She's just strongest woman I know.
Yeah.
Love you, Mom. And yeah, so
it's true. I'm not just saying it.
Yeah.
But she went through a lot.
Yeah. I know. It's like amazing because in these other lifetimes he killed her, but in this lifetime she overcame it. And so the reason I bring it up is it's a great example of why we would chart to even have cell memory.
Right.
To be able to, she was able to overcome that.
That's why you do it again, because it's not finished. And you want to be able to finish with empowerment.
Exactly, and that's a great example. It reminds me of like when we have a wound and we have a Band-Aid, or when we take that off, it's meant to heal it. Did you have an example of cell memory that you wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah, I was just talking to one of my good friends, and her, a person that she knows is going through a really difficult time, and he's older. I mean, he's not really, really young, but he's young to me. He's like, I believe in his early 30s, I'm not sure, or late 20s. But he has night terrors still. You know, usually night terrors you outgrow whenever you're younger, they say, but really it's because you figured out the issue, even though you may not know it. But he has this thing where he knows he's going to die young.
Okay.
And he thinks he's going to be shot.
Okay.
And also the wife that he has now, he's afraid that she's going to be taken away from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Die young, shot, wife taken away. Got it.
So he has these really bad night terrors about that.
Right.
And he's always like really worried about where his wife is going, and more so is she's going to come back. So it's not like a control thing. It's like he's fearful that she's not going to come back to him.
Right.
So he's,
like she's going to be taken away from him.
Right. Yeah, because they've had past lives together, and really they've had like probably a little more than half of all of their past lives were together.
That's a lot of lives together.
Yeah, and I've only had one client that had every single lifetime with the person that she was trying to help in this life. Every single lifetime. I've never seen that.
Wow.
And I've done, 25 years worth of stuff. So, yeah, that was really mind-boggling. But he's had a past life in China, I believe, and I believe that's what my friend told me. And his wife was in that life with him, and I believe she was either shot. Somehow she was taken away from him. She died. But then he was killed also, I think. I'm not sure, but that's kind of the gist of it. So he has issues with that. And then he was, whatever ethnicity he was in that Chinese past life, it's the same as now.
Really?
So that cell memory is also brought in, right?
So that's like kind of like a double whammy.
Right. So I guess they went somewhere and they were in bed, and I guess he was having another night terror. But this one was really severe, and he was screaming and saying that, he's going to die and all that stuff. So I told her about a different lifetime that he had in Africa, where he was, it was kind of like, and this has only happened once before, it was kind of like a Tarzan life, where, the English come over and then the parents die. Right. But he was taken in by this woman in the tribe or the village, whatever it is, and then, but he was never really accepted. because he was different, right? And people were actually really afraid of him. But his wife in that lifetime is his wife now, the same way.
Really?
Yeah, and so they started seeing each other. And that they had to sneak around, right? Because it wasn't
really wasn't okay.
No, not at all.
Oh, I see.
So his mama in that life that took care of him died. So obviously he wasn't protected anymore. So they decided to run away. And as they were followed, and she was murdered in front of him, and then he was, but they were shot with like darts or something.
So it wasn't a bullet, but
it was like
he's still taking
impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So just to be able to release that, and that Kathy. Sorry. My friend. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I don't think I've ever done that. Anyway, my friend told her daughter to talk to his ear, like how we know how to get rid of night terrors. And after they had a child, he didn't have them for a while, but he wasn't sleeping either, because you know how you don't sleep. So now it's starting up again. So that's why they need to talk to him more about any past life that they've had together to get rid of, and then to let it go, because it's so fresh. Cell memory is so powerful. People just really don't realize, whenever they come in, especially if you were so much in love with a person, this kind of off point, but then you are around them in some way, and you don't know what the attraction is.
Right.
Yes. But it's from a past life pull.
You just feel
and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's kind of the thing. So that's what I'm saying, cell memory, how powerful it is. But then, we have to learn how to be able to release it and let it go, so that they actually charted in this life not to have that happen. That they were going to have, a nice life and no issues, right?
See.
I mean, of course they're going to have challenges and stuff, but not to where they're going to get shot or...
Right.
I mean...
But that's where our fears come up, because we're back in the negative plane. Because that's like with my mom, Mary. My mom, actually, she's watching, but she doesn't do the typing, so she's not here. Her name's Mary Lou, but she's not here. But she, that's why she's back in, but she has that cell memory that came in once here too, with the fears and stuff like that. Because for me or for Vera on the outside of the situation, we wouldn't have the same kind of fear.
Right. But another whammy for him though, and it would be for a lot of people that are bringing in cell memory, the issues that are going on right now in the United States, that's bringing up fears again, because everything is so, toxic.
Yeah, it is. People are getting attacked.
So it's like, well, maybe I will get shot.
Exactly. It's that fear, because it's the fear. It's like the hate builds the fear, and it's compiling and it's bringing it up in people,
bubbling up. Yeah. So trust me, that's not what they charted in this life. So that's something that he has to be told too, so that he can soul-wise release it.
Right.
Because I'm not sure if he really understands the philosophy. Maybe I'm not sure. But yeah, that's another example right there. How powerful it is. Yeah.
It's a great example. There's so many different ways.
It's so dark.
With the I know, with the sun behind the clouds. But that's when our light shines the most. Right, Vera?
That's right.
Yeah. But there's so many different examples of cell memory where it can manifest physically, it can manifest in our fears, it can be in relationships, so many different ways.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say too, this is one of the reasons why I picked this angel. It's the angel of victory. We have her in our store too. And she is an angel for, because
I love her.
I love her too, because with that angel, I feel like she conveys, you can do it. We are with you.
Exactly.
We believe in you, and God has given you all the tools that you need to overcome the cell memory and all the lessons that you've charted.
Yeah.
You have everything within you to be able to do this. Just like with the gentleman that you started this session off with how he visualized being able to walk again.
Santa.
And Santa.
Yeah.
And how my mom she visualized being able to run again. When she visualized this, she was only 30, but she didn't know about the philosophy yet.
Right.
But that's the thing. Within us is this knowledge that we can utilize that's going to help us and get us through our lessons. There's this strength within us that we're going to pull up. Even if we don't know, there's ways that we know, and we have that within us to be able to utilize. And that's what this angel conveys. That personal victory that you're going to have in your life over your lessons, because it's your chart. You're going to get through it. And that's where this philosophy and your angels, the more that you know about that, it just helps us to get through it better. It's a less bumpy road.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Angus told us through Vera. They're still there to help you, but the more that you call on them and you know, then the less afraid you are. And then the more, it's a less bumpier road. So.
Exactly.
Was there anything else that we wanted to say about that, Vera?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're excited to see you all next Sunday. It's so cool because Asna's feast day is on December 8th.
I know.
And next Saturday just falls on that day. So that's one of the reasons that we wanted to talk a little bit about that.
I can't wait to see the big canvas you're bringing.
Yeah, I'm going to bring the canvas that's hanging on my mom's wall of Asna. It's a large one, so it's going to be the discounts off those canvases too. But anyway, we can't wait to see you guys and share all that with you next Saturday and more information.
Yeah, and then we'll do more past lives next time. And I think I have birthmarks, right?
Yeah, we have so
and then
many
soul
questions.
names. People really want soul
names.
So.
And we really want to thank you guys for giving us your questions. We just have a long list, so we do try to get caught up, but it takes us a little bit because we have so much to talk about. And then eventually, Vera, when we have a show more than once a week, we'll be able to make the rounds faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And many blessings to you all. Stay enlightened.